Hey guys, Rob John Webb here, and welcome to this short tutorial stroke kind of vlog thing really about me finally getting round to sound dampening my room. It's something I've been putting off for a long time, just because I can't be bothered and I'm so preoccupied with other things. But since lockdown, obviously I've got a little bit more time on my hands, so I've decided to finally go for it. So what do I need and how do I do it? Really simple, dead easy. Years and years ago when I used to have a studio in a rented building, we did the same thing then, but we did great big chunks of foam and hung them from string and lowered the ceiling and stuff like that. But obviously here in this room, as you can see, it's got like a reverb anyway, a natural sort of echoey reverb, which I want to kind of get rid of a bit, you know. So it costs very little to do, and it's something I should have done ages ago, and I think it's something that you should do as well if you can afford to spend 10-20 quid on stuff. You know, it's really worth doing. All you need is I bought off eBay a pack of 24 of these just to get started. I'm just going to do the first part of that, and it's the sound dampening foam, you know, sound foam, and they look like that. They come really compressed in the parcel like that, and I was like, what? And then opened them up. They were shrink wrapped, obviously, and airtight. And then I opened them up and left them overnight, and then they expanded. So 24 of them cost me like $11.99 or something like that. As you can see, I've got stacked there, and so forth. And then all you need is a load of cardboard. Just get some cardboard boxes, anything. You don't have to spend any money on that. I use a load of old record mailers, and then cut them to size. Dead straightforward, you know. Cut them to size with the foam. And then get a can, or go to your art shop, or go on eBay, Amazon, whatever, go to your local art shop, Hobbycraft, and get a can of self-adhesive spray, you know, for about 4 or 5 quid or whatever it costs, and then spray the card, and then glue the foam onto the card. Don't be sticking them on the wall direct, because if you do that with self-adhesive, you're going to leave a real mess behind of the foam when you take them off. You know, if you live in a rented property, for example, or whatever, or you want to decorate, take them off, you're just going to have loads of black debris on the wall, you know, whatever. And it's just going to be a right mess, and you're not going to be able to get it off. You'll be scraping forever. So glue them, self-adhesive them onto the card, like so. And then, I've not received them yet, but in the post, I've also bought some strips of velcro. You know, you get those gorilla tag things that you can put up, but they're dead expensive, and you don't get many for your money. So what I've done is I've bought 2 strips, a metre each, of the velcro. One is to stick onto the card, and the other one's to stick onto the wall. And if you peel that onto the wall, it peels off anyway. It's really easy to get off the wall. It doesn't leave a stain behind, like blue tack would or something like that. Don't ever use blue tack either, because that leaves grease on the wall and so on. So you're going to get the velcro, and then you're going to put that onto the wall, and then attach it. I'm going to put, basically, I'm going to have get the strip of velcro, cut it down into little snippets, and then put 1, 2, 3, 4 there, maybe one in the centre as well, and then just place them all on the wall, and then, you know, layer them all out. One's going to go that way, one goes that way, and so on and so on. I'm working in a corner area of my setup, so basically the corner there, look, by the window in the corner there, I want to get that bit done there, where there's that corner panel on the wall, and then get rid of that picture frame and so forth. So that's what I'm going to be covering up, and I'm going to have that area done. Now, one thing that you need to dispel really here is that people think this is soundproofing. Some people think it's soundproofing. It's not soundproofing at all. It's got nothing to do with soundproof. It's sound dampening. So when, like me, when you're doing tutorials, sometimes my voice sounds echoey on the tutorial. It sounds echoey right now. But once you've got dampener on the wall and you've kind of padded it out, it takes away that sound. It makes it dead, rather than makes it more deader. So if you're recording vocals, it's perfect sort of thing. So, you know, it's doing that. And obviously I record some piano stuff as well via a microphone. But so yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So that's how we do it. It's really simple, and I'm just going to show you how I do it right now. So now I've got all the card cut, and the memory foam has expanded from overnight. I'm now going to mount it to the card. So I've just got an old mailer. Make sure you put newspaper down or an old cloth or something, so you can get the spray on your carpet. And I've cut everything to size. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one in like so. I'm going to put it in this box here, which is perfect. And then I'm going to grab the spray, get a good shake, and then I'm going to spray the edges, obviously, just like that. Get a good spray on all across the centre. Make sure it's glued up. There's a little bit of mist there, a little bit there. Give it a few seconds to set, and then I'm just going to grab the sheet, the memory foam. I keep calling it memory foam, but the sound foam, should we say, and just pat it down, get it all on. Obviously this adhesive stuff is really sticky and is unpleasant, so you know, try and keep it off your hands as much as you can. It comes off quite easily, it's not like super glue like that, but still, it's not very nice stuff. And then just make sure all your sides and your edges are glued down, compressed down, and that one's pretty cool. And there you go, job done. And then what we're going to do eventually is on the back I'm going to put the velcro on anyway. So that's that one done, and I'm just going to repeat that process until they're all done. Obviously I've got them all cut size, so cut size, glue, job done. Make sure you cover your area and make sure that it's all, you know, safe from ruining the floor and your carpet or whatever. And the next step is to put the velcro on. So get rid of this, and here we go. Okay, so now I've got all of my foam and cardboard backings all glued together. What I now need to do is put the velcro on, which has arrived in the post today. So pop those down there like this, and here's the velcro. It's a metre in length. You've got the grip side, and you've got the foam side, which is also a metre. So what I need to do now is start to cut both of them, you know, in small snippets so that I get enough, because I've got to fill 24 cardboard sleeves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these down to tiny little segments, place them on the back of each one. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly one in the middle. I'm going to leave that till the end. If I've got a spare, I'll stick one in the middle. But put them all on 4 corners basically, and then I'm going to cut the same amount on this one, and then I'm going to attach that to it, and then I'll peel it off when it comes to sticking it up on the wall. So it's pretty straightforward, dead easy to do. So I'm going to cut those little bits now. Right then, so I've got 4 pieces of the soft stuff and 4 pieces of the grip side. So I'm wondering whether to put on the first one. I'm going to put on the soft side on the card. In 4 corners, just like that. So there's 4 soft ones. And now I'm going to attach the grip to it, but I'm not going to peel it yet. So I'm going to just put the grip side on, and just leave it on there for now. And then when I've done every single one, which is going to be very time consuming, I can then work on sticking them on the wall and peeling them off as I go along. So that will be the next task. So that's that done. So they're both stuck on now. Look, if you can see, I've done the soft side as the base on the actual thing, and then the hard side on that. And then I'll peel those 4 off, and then strategically, you know, add them to the wall. So that's that bit done. So there is the wall. It's complete. Everything is up now. I did this over the last couple of days, and I've also had a haircut. Obviously I've got one left which I want to fill in that corner there, but what I've got to do is I've got to cut around the curtain rail and then just prop it in and shape it, so to speak. But it's not really vital. I've concentrated this area here where the speakers are, because that's where obviously all my sound is coming from. And when I'm recording tutorials and things like that with the mic or podcast things, it helps massively take away the echo and the reverb in the room, because it's in this area here. But as I say, it's cost £25 to do all of that. And it makes the room look smarter, it makes it look tidier as well as giving you the effect of what you need if you're in a room without carpet, which I've got a rug down, but you know, it doesn't do it full justice. So that's that. Basically, it's cost £25. You're looking £5 for a can of adhesive spray, £7 it cost me for 2 meters of velcro, and also with the velcro, you put on obviously one side, which I've done like this. This stuff doesn't stick to the wall. I've put them on and I've took them off as well, and there's no stain, there's no mark, there's nothing. It's brilliant stuff. And I got that on eBay, £7 for 2 meters of the sticky side and the grip side, so to speak. The cardboard was just cardboard from around the house and old record made and things. It's recycled cardboard, it costs nothing. You can get that from anywhere. And the foam itself, 24 pieces for, I think it was £11.99, £10.99, something like that off eBay. And a little bit of time, and that's all it's taken. So if I just go up to it, you know, on a more closer level, you can see, you know, just how well it's treated, how well it looks. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. And as I say, it's something that's worth doing if you want to make, you know, if you're recording live instruments, for example. That's, you know, obviously that's a good thing to do as well. But it's something I've been putting off for years anyway, and obviously being in lockdown, I've actually got my arse into gear and gone and done it. So that's it. So go on eBay, get yourself some acoustic foam, and get yourself some adhesive spray and some velcro and a bit of cardboard, and away you go. So yeah, I mean, obviously doing this sort of thing, obviously everyone has a different way of doing it. There's some people that will just do the whole wall like I've done, or there's some that will treat certain areas, or they'll put certain things by certain speakers depending on what speakers they've got, obviously. But obviously it makes the sound more deader in the room anyway. So when I'm blasting music out anyway, it sounds already, there's an improvement, a big improvement, which is what I was looking for. So if you're recording instruments, if you're like you're a guitarist or you're doing vocals and stuff, it's great, because obviously, as I say, I want to do it with the podcasting and the tutorials I do anyway. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this video, to this channel, if you want more stuff on house, techno, disco, funk, whatever. It's all in there, so don't forget to subscribe and check out the blog as well, which is waxodus.blogspot.com. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.